Have you noticed how the only constant in today's world is change itself? To thrive in this environment, I found that one skill is absolutely essential: embracing ambiguity. Companies seek out people who are comfortable with ambiguity because they are adaptable and resilient. So trust me, this skill can seriously boost your career. I'll admit, it hasn't always been easy for me. Ambiguity used to make me uneasy, like a loose thread I just couldn't quite tuck away. But over time, I've learned that this discomfort is not a weakness. It means that I'm growing. So how do I navigate this ambiguity? Well, I developed a mental model that helps me make sense of the chaos. It's like tackling a giant jigsaw puzzle. At first glance, it's an overwhelming jumble of pieces. And I start by finding the edges and piecing together the parts that obviously fit together. I build out that knowledge as far as I can. These clusters then become my anchors. From there, I figure out how to connect the clusters to each other. Then the fuzzy picture starts to form. Inevitably, I hit a roadblock, a missing piece that stops me in my tracks. That is where the pin comes in. Our brains are wired to crave closure, and an open loop like a missing puzzle piece can trigger a nagging sense of unease. And this is why people are uneasy about ambiguity. So when I encounter a gap in my understanding, I imagine putting a pin in that empty spot like a bookmark, reminding me to return. By acknowledging the gap, I'm telling my brain, we'll come back to this later, satisfying its need for closure while allowing me to move on. I trust that as I delve deeper, the missing piece will reveal itself. And this approach allows me to be comfortable with ambiguity, knowing that it's temporary. If you also feel that knot of unease when faced with uncertainty, remember, it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you're growing, that you're on the verge of a breakthrough. Embrace the discomfort, find your edges, and start building your puzzle. The clarity will come. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. What are your strategies for dealing with ambiguity?